Hello there, anyone who had the misfortune of coming across this YouTube channel. Today I'm going to be talking about a little bit of rocks, because I collect them a lot, and how to find them and bargain for good prices on eBay and whatnot. When you go out to look for a rock, where do you want to look? Well, the basically best places to look are gravel, especially in the northeast of America, because you can find a lot of cool prenites in there. You'll also want to look at abandoned mine shafts that you find like in the woods or at historical sites, because they'll usually have very common whatever type of rock they were mining there. Actually, just the other day I found some hematite in an iron mine. Now you're going to want to know where to find them. So the best place to find actual rocks is to look in rock specialty stores or on eBay. Never buy any kind of rocks from like a generalized gift shop for like a museum, unless it's specifically a rock museum, because then you'll frequently get dyed rocks or rocks that aren't what they say they are, stuff like that, and then you'll either end up overpaying or, have just spent money for nothing. Also, don't haggle for prices at stores. It usually doesn't work out. And also don't buy from shady stores in, like, alleyways and stuff. When I went to Israel, there were a lot of these, little, like, spring-up rock shops at bazaar areas. And I remember I went into one, and, I saw a piece of carborundum, and if you don't know what that is, it's the big, like, jagged-looking black rock that was in my collection up there, and he wanted it to cost me $250. I refused to pay it because I knew that it was an absurd price, and I decided to ask him what the price was for a chunk of quartz. When he said $400, and it wasn't even really that high quality, I left immediately. Later on, my patience paid off because I found another bazaar store in New York that sold me the piece I currently have for 20 bucks. So, although you should generally try to avoid them, they can be a bit hit or miss. Just check them out when you can, but don't buy from them unless you're experienced. You can definitely haggle for prices on eBay, especially if you know that somebody is asking for more money than they should really be getting. Like, for instance, if someone has a piece of, like, a small piece of fluorite up for, like, $600, then you can say, look, this is a high-quality piece of fluorite, but at best it's worth, like, $50 or $60. So just make sure that you're getting a good price for your rocks at the stores that you shop at. Also, it's good to have like a checklist of rocks that you want to find so that you don't end up just going into a store, buying something that you think looks cool, and then finding out that you already have a piece of that type of rock that looks way better. Yeah, those are some rockhounding tips from me. Enjoy your coronatine, unless you're viewing this a couple of years in the future, which I highly doubt, because a ridiculous video like this is not going to succeed in the algorithm. In which case, enjoy the robot apocalypse where they all rip out our eyeballs and feed them to power supply machines.